Good afternoon and welcome back to Bulldog Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas, the host site of this year's 6A basketball state tournament. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach, and we're here live again, this time for your Conway Lady Cats taking on the Rogers Lady Mounties here in the 6A quarterfinals. And before we dive into the Rogers Lady Mounties, let's set the stage for your Conway Lady Cats, because Tim, it's been more than a week since the Lady Cats have played, maybe more than a week, if you want to say competitively played someone, and they come in as the 2 seed out of the 6A Central, but they are undoubtedly carrying some heavy championship expectations, and that path all starts here in the quarterfinals.
You saw, if you watched any of the North Side game when they played Harbor, you saw them get off the bus a little bit light, and there was, some disjointed play in the first half. That's what you don't want to have here today. I mean, to your point, this is a huge, huge game, because the next step is, are you going to get to Hot Springs, right? So, yeah, this is, if you talk to anybody in the program, and talk to coach, I've talked to all the coaches, trainers, I mean, my goodness, you talk to Jacob, and they're like, yeah, let's go. I mean, the attitude with this team is a little bit different than what we saw last year in terms of how they feel, where they are, what they have available, all those things.
Yeah, they come in full strength, which it's been a few years since we've been able to say that heading into the state tournament. Now, the path to Hot Springs for your Lady Cats all starts with Rogers, and Rogers earned their way into this game after holding off Cabot on Wednesday 37-35. And Tim, the assignment for your Lady Cats is pretty simple. Contain the freshman, Ava Maynor, and the senior, Cameron Brockoff.
Yeah, and we face in the Central Conference, we have, most every team has a really standout player. I mean, you can just go down the list. You've got Brashears and Wolfenbarger. You've got Amari Williams. This team really relies on a couple of folks that just get it done. They don't have that standout player, but that means you got to keep your eyes on both.
Yeah, and they've had some injuries affect them a week ago in the 6A West Conference tournament, so they're not quite coming in at full strength. But you alluded to it a little bit in your opening comments, but specifically, what are you watching for from the Lady Cats in this matchup?
I want to see them get off the bus and play well in the first quarter. If we can shoot the ball, we've said this all year long, this is probably not the best shooting team she's ever had. But when they get hot, if they can put it in the basket from the perimeter and they can do it early, that changes the entire game plan. So for me, I want to see them start off the first quarter, knocking down threes and playing their game.
We are just a few minutes away from the starting lineups. We'll go ahead and take a little bit of a break here in Fayetteville. And when we come back, have the starting lineups and your 6A quarterfinals action for your Lady Cats here on Conway Court.
Take it outside, boys!
Johnson's down the right side. He crosses into a corner and shoots. Oh, no! Oh, brilliant.
You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Tell your insurance provider you choose All Clean USA.
Mom said take it outside.
Back live in Fayetteville, he's Tim Roach, I'm Levi Gilbert, and we're just a few minutes away from the opening tip. The Lady Cats taking on the Lady Mounties here in the 6A quarterfinals. This, of course, your first game for the Lady Cats. They had the first round bye after earning the 2 seed out of the 6A Central, and this is the last of the games deciding the Final Four that'll play tomorrow. We already know the other 3 teams on the lady side of the bracket. It'll be Northside facing off with North Little Rock tomorrow in one semifinal matchup, and then the winner of this game, hopefully your Lady Cats, will be playing Fayetteville here in Bulldog Arena tomorrow at 4.
Of course, that's the draw that we get, but you know what? That's who you want to play. You want to be at your best and you want to play. But 3, I mean, so heavy representation again out of the Central. 3 out of the 4 teams, potentially. Actually, no, I mean, that's the way it's going to be, are going to be from the Central. And it's just the strength. You've seen some of the, if you watch some of the other games and look at some of the things that are happening, we're not, it's the better conference. Central's just a better conference. Now, does this mean that we're going to have our hands easy here tonight? Don't know that.
Starting lineups for the Rogers Mounties, coming in 20-10 overall, coached by Preston Early, led by senior number 1 Gracie Carr, another senior number 3 Cameron Brockoff, a freshman 5'8" guard number 23 Ava Maynard, senior number 33 Taylor Treadwell, and a junior center number 34 Abigail Harris. Starting lineups for your Conway Lady Cats, 20-4 on the year, coached by Ashley Hutchcraft. It's the same familiar 5, sophomore number 13 Chloe Clardy, sophomore guard number 21 Camille Brown, junior number 22 Kalena King, junior guard number 24 Jaden Thomas, and sophomore center number 42 Savannah Scott.
When you look at this lineup, Levi, I saw sprinkles of this in a couple of games late in the season. Camille Brown has really upped her game. And you've got Caden Beckwith, who's going to come in off of the bench. But Camille has really played a unique role here. I mean, she's a real dynamic defensive player, but she's showing some offensive skills as well.
We are ready indeed. Tuesday was a rough broadcast for this crew. We were sad to see the Wampus Cats fall in their opening round game. Excited to see these Lady Cats here in the quarterfinals. Chloe Clardy starts things off with a 3. It's a little long rebound to Jaden.
Yeah, the Lady Mounties have started off in the zone. You're probably going to expect to see that, and you want to see a lot of that.
Yeah, Jay Money putting the Lady Cats up early, 3-0.
This is what's going to be interesting is how they handle the pressure. The Lady Cats are really good about trapping right across the line, just like that.
And they get their first steal of the night, feed it up to Chloe Clardy. Easy layup with the left hand, 5-0 Lady Cats.
This trap is really devastating. If you're not able to handle the ball well, it'll be a long afternoon. Oh boy. Chloe.
Clardy going to get called for the reach in. That's the challenge, is if they can break through that trap. It's kind of hard to not get your hands in there.
Yeah, and that's going to slow down a little bit the trap. I mean, at least Chloe will not be as active with her hands inside. Chloe's done this the last couple of games where she's picked up some early fouls, really aggressive on the defensive end. She's going to have to play smart here the rest of this first quarter.
Lady Cats running that old faithful 1-3-1 defense. Lady Mounties try to feed it down low. Intended for Abigail Harris, but that's going to go out of bounds on the Lady Mounties.
Yeah, so the difficulty with this 1-3-1 is you feel like you've got somebody open down low, and really you don't. I mean, they collapse so quickly.
Feed it to Savannah Scott. Savannah, nice move to the bucket. It's going to miss, but cleaning things up is Kalena King. Long rebound going to the Lady Mounties. And Brockoff's going to pull it out. Nice drive from Treadwell. A no-go.
Yeah, shot clock was not activated well.
Not moving, so good call there by that official.
I thought he was going to call a walk because she did, but.
Rogers inbounds. That's tipped away. Chloe Clardy getting her hands all over it.
We talked about it, you know.
What a job there by Camille Brown. She almost made a really athletic play getting it back in bounds. Brown and Thomas getting the trap. Brown getting her hands on it. It'll be a jump ball. Possession will stay with Rogers.
You know, it would be a really tough job for the Lady Cats is if Coach Hutchcraft said to you, hey, I need you to track deflections. That would be a tough task. I mean, we deflect. We've already seen another one right there. I mean, it's you know, here's the thing. We're fast. We've got good hands, but we're well coached. I mean, this is This is just getting it done.
Rogers inbounding way deep. They're going to get a decent look there as Carr goes up and draws the contact from Scott.
Yeah, here we go again. I mean, that's straight up and down. But now, so Savannah and Chloe both have to watch what they do from here forward. They've got to make sure they can stay in the ballgame. I mean, 2 fouls. I don't care who you're playing. 2 fouls in the first quarter is just not where you want to be. So got to be smart from here on out.
Carr misses the first. Lady Mounties, they will not get on the scoreboard as the second free throw is missed, and rebound.
Chloe.
Put back up, and another foul. It's going to be against Clardy. Exactly what you were just talking about.
They changed it to Kalena King.
Okay. Well, that is helpful.
A little bit better.
Taylor Treadwell gets the Lady Mounties on the board.
And that's already 3 fouls to none. So we've got to, and we're active. Listen, we're going to get our share of fouls. That's just the way we play. Very active. We've got to get the ball inside, create some contact, and get to the line. Really working hard trying to get it to Savannah, and they've got 2 on her. So double team down on the post.
They are definitely trying to find a way to feed it down to her. Jumper by Thomas is off the mark. She gets the long rebound. Kalena King thought about pulling up for 3. They feed it to Scott down in the post. She's all kinds of covered. Kicks it back out. Jay Money for 3. She hits her second 3 here in the first quarter.
So here's what's going to happen. If that's the way they're going to play defense against Savannah, which looks like if it's at all going down low, they're going to triple team. That means the perimeter is going to be open.
Lady Mounties finally broke that 1-3-1 defense, but the recovery, talked about that the entire season, the way they can recover on the back end.
You think you're open. I mean, you really do. You think, hey, I finally got my spot here. And we're so fast to the collapse. It's just incredible. You know, some of that's just athletic ability and speed. There's a block.
Clardy's going to finish it on the other hand. What a crossover and finish with the left hand.
That great Euro step by Chloe.
Kalena King.
That's her second.
Rushing in there to get a hand on it. She gets a little extra body met in there too.
Yeah, I mean, she's not decided to call off the dogs yet on the trap, but it's, you know, with the fouls mounting up now, she's going to have to think about how much pressure we're putting on the outside. But you got Caden Beckwith coming in. You lose a lot of height. You don't lose anything on the activity side.
Yeah, Beckwith checking in for King. Brings a lot of speed and tenacity in there as well.
She can penetrate the lane with both hands. Really good right and left-handed. She's trouble for anybody in that part of the game.
Brockhoff gets a 3 off. Jaden Thomas pulling down the rebound.
Yeah, we're forcing them when they're shooting. They're shooting and having to shoot really quick. Great move.
Thomas takes it end to end. Gets a little finger roll.
With a left hand, Jaden. I see you.
It is pure chaos on the defensive side for your Lady Cats.
They can't even get a breath.
Brockhoff gets another 3 off. It's short. Lady Cats in transition again. Skip past the Beckwith, almost turned over, and it will be. It's stolen away by Maynard. Maynard will take it all the way in for the easy layup.
Yeah, she knew what she had in front of her, which is Chloe with a foul already. She did not want to pick up her second.
They'll call that off of Scott. Lady Cats trying to push it down low quickly. Just led Savannah a little bit too much.
But that's passes of aggression, and you're not trying. It's not like you're trying to do something in a set offense. You're looking for somebody in the flow of the game, and that's okay. You want to be really active, and that's where we are.
Brockhoff, another 3-point attempt. It's short again. Stolen away by Treadwell. Off her foot. Feed it up court to Chloe Clardy. Clardy finishes.
Great catch by Chloe. When the pass first came out, I really thought it was too far. Chloe sticking up her right hand, just sticking it.
6 points for the sophomore. Another steal for Brown. Feeds it up court to Beckwith. That's blocked.
Great block. A control block. She literally caught the ball.
Lady Mounties feed it inside and finds success with Carr.
Number 1, Gracie Carr.
Working the 2-3 zone. Anything down low is going to be tough for Savannah. I mean, it's just going to be, you're going to have to skip past it and get them in the switch.
Clardy pulls up for 3, and it's money.
I mean, you pick your poison, right? Yeah.
Preston Early wants a timeout. We will take it with them. 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Court.
30 seconds timeout taken by Rogers.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Live this afternoon here at Bulldog Arena in Fayetteville. Your Lady Cats on top 17-6, 2:31 to play in the first quarter, and Chloe Clardy leading the way with 9 points.
Yeah, really stroking it well. You've got Jaden also hitting a couple of threes, and that's really your point production right there. We're going to have trouble getting it down to Savannah, so we're changing it up a little bit here. You got Haley Malcolm down there, Alex Gillivette. Yeah.
Well, they've been playing so hard in this first quarter. Imagine they'll have to tweak the lineups a little bit, allow some breathers.
Well, here's the thing with the Lady Mounties. There you go. Speed of the game is still the same way it was, Levi. I mean, you got Alex Gillivette and Caden Beckwith, and they are two absolute bulldogs on defense, and so fast. You're not going to get a breather at all. Just because Jaden's out doesn't change a thing. You're going to get the pressure on the front end.
Feed it down to Malcolm, just around the rim, won't go down.
Good look by Haley, though.
Jolivet and Beckwith, that's a duo right there applying pressure.
Okay.
Malcolm getting a hand on it. She cuts in front of a pass, and here come the Lady Cats. Beckwith will pull it up. The offense will reset. Chloe Clardy open for 3, and that's off the mark.
It's okay. It's a good open 3. You want Chloe shooting that. That's a good shot.
Malcolm almost jumped another one.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, she is well beyond the three-point line when she's playing that. So we're bringing Haley out. There you go. We're up top. That's a charge.
They feed it down to Carr, and it looked like she pushed off with her left arm. But they're going to call the foul. That's going to be on Brown.
Normally when you lower that shoulder, you're going to get that call. I mean, it looked like she was set.
So 5 team fouls
to
against
0.
the Lady Cats.
0.
To 0 for Rogers. Brown knocks that inbounds pass out of bounds.
I mean, she was out far enough away from the basket as well. It's not like she was underneath the basket. She was in that zone where if you lower the shoulder, that's a charge.
Maynor inbounds. Brockhoff trying to work out of a trap. Maynor wide open, can't get the 3 to drop, and the rebound from Carr. It's going to draw contact from Beckwith.
Yeah. Now that was a foul, that's for sure. Caden did come over the top, but that's 6 fouls to 0.
It's like we've seen this before.
I know. Calm, you have to keep me calm on this. That's a double dribble. That's an absolute double dribble.
Lady Mounties feed it inside the Carr. She's off the mark. Lady Cats escape again. Around the horn, Jay Money for 3. It's short.
It's a push.
It'll stay on this side.
Yeah, I finally got a good call. That was a push off a down low on Haley.
First team foul here in the first quarter against the Lady Mounties. 35 seconds remaining.
We're going to have to make our threes. We're going to have to make our jump shots because they're not going to give, even with Haley in there, they're not going to give anything down low.
Thomas kicks it back out. She's open for three.
There
Dishes
we
it
go.
over to Jolivet for three. Off the back of the rim. Great positioning from Beckwith.
Oh, man. So small but so active.
Jaden Thomas hits her third three of the game.
Yeah, she's not going to miss many in a row, especially.
10 seconds on the clock for Rogers. Maynard to Brockhoff. I don't think they know how much time is left. They will not get a shot off.
Great job, Jaden.
So after one, Lady Cats on top 20-6 here in the 6A quarterfinals. 60 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Live in Fayetteville for the 6A quarterfinals. Your Lady Cats at the end of one on top 20-6 behind a great shooting effort in the first quarter, shooting 47% from the field and 50% from behind the arc. Three of those four coming from Jaden Thomas right there. She gets another one up. That one's going to be off the mark.
Yeah, but when you're feeling it, and that's good that she is, you want her taking that shot. That's a great shot.
She leads the team in three-point shooting. Good tip away from Scott. Beckwith ends up with the rebound. Pushing it up court. Brown open for three, and that's a little long.
Yeah, that's not necessarily her game. She can knock that down, but a little pumped up, was wide open. Sometimes that'll throw you off.
Feed it down low. Kick back out to Maynard. And Maynard finally hits a three for Rogers.
Yeah, Coach Ashley does not like something that she saw there. Quick timeout by her.
30-second timeout taken
We
by
will
Conway.
keep it here.
Okay.
You know, one of the things I was worried about coming into today's game, having watched a lot of these games over the last few days, scoring has been way down, especially on the girls' side. And I've wondered, you know, it's a different kind of gym.
Yeah.
And shooting angles, what you're seeing behind the goal, it just looks a little different than a lot of the places we've played. And I was concerned we might struggle a little bit out of the gate shooting, but so far it hasn't been the case.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, to your point, it's a solid wall behind the basket we're shooting at. And normally in most arenas now you see seats back there and people, so a little bit different look.
They try and feed it down to Scott, and that's tipped away. She continues to be double covered.
Yeah. No points yet for Savannah. I mean, we just can't seem to find, and we talked about this before the game, the Lady Mounties are tall. It's a tall team. Yep.
Rogers forces a turnover.
A little bit of a carry.
Brockhoff covered by Jolivet. As the Lady Cats extended that 1-3-1. They almost get another turnover. Brown, she has been getting a hand on
my gosh,
the entire first half.
I mean, you got to get a feel for the Lady Mounties. I mean, you literally have a player going, oh, she's open, and no, she's not.
No.
I mean, immediately, as soon as you think it's not. So we've got some adjustments that we're trying to make, and let's see what we've got. We've got a different crew. You've got Kalena getting ready to come back in. That's a different look.
Yeah,
Chloe on kind of basically playing a post.
Yeah, they struggled in their main set, so now they've moved to that Chloe at the elbow.
Yeah.
And keeping Savannah down low. We've seen that a few times throughout the season. Mounties break double figures on the other end. Nice feed down to Scott, and what a move by Savannah.
Oh, wow, what a catch and move. Another deflection, 2.
Rogers will maintain possession. They feed it to Carr. Spin move, stripped away by Chloe Clardy.
No.
And the hard part strikes again.
Oh my gosh. I mean, he literally, he cannot let that go. I mean, it was knocked away on the side. They didn't forget it. But we're pushing every time we get the ball. We are pushing. That's what you want to see out of the Lady Cats. That's that pace we like.
They are definitely enforcing their pace of play.
It's 5 seconds.
Maynard feeds it down. Well, who else? Brown getting a hand on it. Savannah Scott trying to lead Chloe Clardy, and that's going to be thrown away.
Trying that pace, trying to work hard. Chloe needs to be careful there.
Feed it down to Carr, turns around, gets the easy bucket.
Yeah, that's twice that they've kind of found something here in our press that we've got, finding the post player open just for that brief moment.
Brown's going to penetrate and dish out to King for 3. Kalena.
Kalena King.
Sweet looking shot by Kalena there. She caught it in rhythm, set the feet, went up with it. Nicely done.
Her first points of the first half. Morales answers back with a 3 of her own.
3 point.
Good shot there. She got it open. She got an open look. You got to take it against this Cat defense.
Feed it down to Scott. Scott's a little short, gets her own rebound and finishes it. So that was interesting. This time we saw Jaden Thomas in that, playing around the elbow.
Not sure what we got going on here.
Another shot clock issue, perhaps?
Maybe, yeah. 33 seconds. Probably needs to be about, I would think, yeah, there you go.
Moved it down to 30. So that's a couple times we've seen that in the 2 games that we've done so far this week.
Well, and I bet it happens more times than not, and we just don't see it. I mean, it's new to the AAA this year for our level. It's not in every level, by the way. Our conference took it. It's a little bit of a situation where you've got to have the resources to do it. You've got to get the shot clock in place. You've got to have all that
staff to run it each game.
It was a big deal, but I think it was well worth it. I think I'm happy with it.
And has had no impact on the style of play for your Lady Cats at all.
No.
Haley Malcolm is checked back in. And we're going to get Joe Levette.
Come on, that is such a touch.
And that is going to be the 17th foul against your Lady Cats. So Lady Mounties will be in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way.
Yeah. Alex played really good defense there. A little bit of contact, and they get the call.
They missed the front end of the 1-and-1, but will get the long rebound as Maynard pulls it away. Intercepted by Jaden Thomas. Jaden will take it all the way on the other end, tries to finish with her left hand, no contact called. Rogers pushing it up court the other way as Brockhoff gets a 3 off. Long rebound to the Lady Mounties. Morales putting one back up. Morales getting the rebound again.
Rogers basket, number 14.
She draws Rogers back within 11. So give credit to this Rogers team. They just won't go away.
Very scrappy bunch for sure.
Joe Levette trying to feed it down to Haley Malcolm, and Treadwell coming over the top and stealing it.
Yeah, they're anticipating that pass now.
Mounties being very patient. Lady Cats have backed the zone back just a tad. They're going to get Malcolm for contact.
That is 8 fouls to 1. 8 fouls to 1.
Well, and the only reason I said earlier that we've seen this before is because your Conway Wampus Cats on Tuesday faced a very similar first half disparity.
Yeah, we've not even gone to the line yet.
We have not. And the Wampus Cats on Tuesday only one free throw attempt in their first half of action.
The boys' game, if you know what Levi's talking, it was 18 to 1 in free throws in the first half. So,
and I'm not trying to be conspiratorial, but we do have one of the same officials from Tuesday.
I'm trying to stay away from that.
I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from it.
Skip pass to Clardy. Over to Thomas. They feed it down to Malcolm. Back out to
Inside
Clardy. An open three, and she just drains it.
Yeah, that's what's going to have to happen now. When we go inside, if she makes the catch, more than likely she's not going to be able to get off. It's a kick back out to the open three, and that's going to be, good job.
Lady Cats force another turnover on the other end. Quickly have the ball again.
Wow. Again, just an unforced error there, but the speed of the game, especially when you have on the boundary here, that's knocking a third defender over there when you don't have enough already.
Nice feed from Clardy down to Malcolm, and Malcolm will draw contact and go to the line. First free throw attempts for your Lady Cats with 2:21 remaining in the first half.
Only the Lady Mounties' second foul, and so we got to make the most of every time we go to the line because it's not going to be much.
Malcolm drains the first. Haley, a 73% free throw shooter, one of the better free throw shooting players on the Lady Cats.
But you know what, though? I think that as a team, I'd have to go back. I'm probably going to say this wrong. You know the stats better than I do in some of these cases, but I think we shot the free throws better this year than we did last year.
Yeah, I'd say that's true, yeah. Compared to last year, yes, for sure. Lady Cats trying to get that trap. Rogers breaks it, feeds it down. They're going to try and kick it back out. It's going to go out of bounds. Lady Cat basketball yet again.
Yeah, speed of the game change there. I mean, you see what you want to do, but you're having to work faster than you're used to, and it causes mistakes like that.
So we pass the 2-minute mark here at Bulldog Arena. Lady Cats up by 14, trying to extend it.
You're going to have to try to find someone flashing through the paint, just like Kalena did there. You're going to maybe that'll pop if they're going to put all the pressure on Haley and on our post players.
Get the skip pass over to Jaden Thomas. She does what Jaden Thomas does, draining another three.
Well, she is so deadly. And again, if she starts feeling it and just going to go straight up with it, oh, that's a walk.
Kick it over to Morales for an answer three, and she does well. That was an impressive shot from Morales.
Well, that's two of those. You get somebody flying right in your face. Really good shot there.
She really got that ball elevated. Give credit where credit is due. These Lady Mounties hanging around. Feed it to Haley Malcolm. She goes up too strong.
It's okay. Good look. She turned and there was no one there. I think she a little surprised at how wide open she was there. Careful, don't foul. Every foul's a free throw at this point.
Under a minute to play. Skip pass over to Maynor. To Brockhoff for three. Off the back of the rim. Jaden Thomas had position, but no call for an over the back there.
Yeah. There's no way. I guarantee you that's a foul on us.
And Harris put it back. Lady Mounties back within 12, and your Lady Cats, about a 1 second difference, 1.5 between the shot clock and game clock. Clardy will hold it for one last look. Not used to seeing these Lady Cats stand that much.
Wow.
And the Lady Mounties going to get a steal, a chance at a bucket on the other end, and that's going to be out of bounds on Rogers. So with 2.1 seconds left, the Lady Cats will have one chance at a heave.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate there. You slowed it down so much that you forgot to pace yourself.
So Chloe Clardy will get the shot off at half court. And that will not go down. So At the half, Lady Cats up 37-25. They put 10 minutes up on the clock. So we'll take about a 7-minute break, be back with the second half of action here on Conway Court.
We hear far too often at Conway Corp about scammers who try to use our company's name to get your personal information. It's a practice called phishing, and there is another new email that's going around right now. We want you to be aware of it in case you see it in your inbox. In this case, someone claiming to be from Conway Corp is saying that someone on our security team received a request to delete an account. Well, that's simply not true. We would never contact you this way, and anytime you see communication from Conway Corp and you have reason to believe it's not true, please do us a favor. Call 450-6000. We can put your mind at ease about it, and we can let your neighbors know. Once we're aware, we'll put it on social media, and Conway residents can be aware of it, just like we're doing now, to let everyone know. Conway Corp, always on. Congratulations are in order for our marketing and communications department for being recognized nationally recently. They were recognized by the American Public Power Association during their virtual Customer Connections Conference. Conway Corp became the first utility to earn the top honor, an award of excellence in all 3 judged categories. In the print and digital category, we were honored for our 2019 annual report, Always On. The 2019 Conway Corp annual report told our story of taking care of the people who matter most, our friends and neighbors. In the video category, the honor was for work with area education. We're proud to power education in our city, from lights in the classroom to lights on the football field. And recently we partnered with the University of Central Arkansas to unveil our Lineman versus Lineman Challenge. And finally, Conway Corp was honored in the web and social media category for our ongoing social media video series called Plugged In, which happens to be what you're watching right now. We're proud of the team that tells the story of Conway Corp, and it's a great story to tell. Conway Corp, always on. We all want people in our lives we can rely on, and at Conway Corp, we take it seriously that you can rely on us. Because for more than 9 decades, we've been working hard to provide Conway with services you can count on every day of every year. Reliability. It's one of our core values. We place a premium on reliability because we know how integral our services are in the lives of our customers. Our focus on infrastructure, technology, and employee development reflect our commitment to providing customers with world-class reliability. And the numbers tell the reliability story. 99.99% electric and earning the RP3 Diamond Level designation from the APPA. And in a year where we all relied on connectivity more than ever, 99.94% broadband and 99.92% telephone connectivity reliability. As our Chief Technology Officer Jason Hansen said, we didn't plan for a pandemic, but we were prepared for one. It's true across our entire company. It's why we can confidently say, Conway Corp, always on.
Yazi, yeah, Pauline Yazi. She had 6 kids and putting them all through school without electricity. Kids doing homework in their van with the dome light on. Family wanted to watch TV, they're in the car. Homework in the car. She said the one thing she went through the most of was her car batteries. But
yeah, I remember she has a son that just graduated high school, and she said he was big into basketball, and whenever he'd have his buddies over, they'd round the vehicles up and get the car lights on the court so they could play ball at night. And so
she said they had actually been shot at before, because it's in the desert, and she didn't act like it was intentional. They just didn't know anybody lived there. You know, you're in the middle of nowhere and there's no lights. You just assume nobody lives there. So it was a safety aspect of it too.
I haven't really get it in my head that I have utility now. You know, I always wondered when you're at somebody else's house, you think I wish I had utility, then I could do this, I could do that, right? But here, it's the first thing we can think of is a refrigerator. That's the first thing, and we're like, what kind of refrigerator do we get? That's gonna be fun.
We are live at the half. Lady Cats up 37-25 here in the 6A quarterfinals against Rogers. He's Tim Roach, I'm Levi Gilbert, and Tim, kind of a tense first half in terms of the foul situation for your Lady Cats. They shot really well in the first half, shooting almost 50% overall and shooting 50% exactly from 3, led by Jaden Thomas with 14 points. She was 4 for 6 from behind the arc.
I'm not able to see the stats, Levi. How many turnovers did we have in the first half?
Our good buddy Scott Stats Taylor has us down for 8, and the Lady Mounties down for 12 in the first half.
So it didn't seem like they had a tremendous amount more of turnovers, but I think the reason the score is what it is, which is a 12-point game, is that we turned the ball over more than we normally do.
That's correct. Yeah.
We were throwing the ball into the interior. It was getting knocked away. We had a couple of errant passes. That's very un-Lady Cat-like in our normal flow. We're okay as long as it's within the pace of play. Like we saw a couple of turnovers where you're pushing the ball down the court. But if you're in the set offense, you don't want to see those kind of turnovers.
And Rogers really took advantage of it. Only 6 points in the first quarter. But then their shooting came to life in the second quarter. They actually outscored the Lady Cats 19-17.
Yeah, and Morales hit at least 2 threes, and they were not necessarily just wide open threes. They were challenged, and she got them down from the baseline.
Well contested.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's been open. That baseline 3 is what they've shot the most, I would say. But they found a couple of kinks in our press, our trap at the half-court line, and they were able to feed it down low a few times and get some close-in baskets without really a lot of trouble. So we've got to cut back on that. You may see that we pull back out of that a little bit. I don't know. Coach Ashley is she loves that pace. It forces them to work at a pace that they're not comfortable in. So they had 12 turnovers in the first half. Another 12 in the second half would be great.
I mentioned Jaden Thomas has 14. Chloe Clardy with 14 as well. We're about 45 seconds out from the start of the second half. We know 3 of the final 4 on the ladies' side of the bracket, Northside and North Little Rock playing tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And then the winner of this game, hopefully your Lady Cats, will face Fayetteville at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So just kind of overall thoughts on how this Final Four is starting to shake out.
If the game plays out the way it is, let's just suggest for a second that we're going to be there. Those are the three teams, not really knowing. I mean, there's not a lot of information that comes out of the West, quite frankly. We don't get a lot of information. So not knowing exactly where the powerhouses are, you know Bentonville's going to be good. You know that Fayetteville is always going to be good. But they've had some injuries, quite frankly, in the West, and it's kind of thrown them into a little bit of a chaos. I think the Central is still the powerhouse, and, you know, I halfway expect it to be Central and Central.
Yeah, well, if your Lady Cats can get to the semis tomorrow, be a chance to have an all-Central matchup in the finals on Thursday. So we've got a long way to go, still a half of action here in the quarterfinals.
Already seen one deflection.
Elena King did a great job recovering, got her hands up. I don't know what else you would ask of Kalena in that situation.
What is
and the call came from, frankly, the backside of where you would even be able to see if there was contact.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be explained. I mean, I know Coach Hutchcraft is she was wanting an explanation as well, and I'm guessing since he's running the sideline, he'll get the question. But that's a ridiculous call. Karma there, ball doesn't lie.
Lady Mounties have had 9 free throw attempts in the game. Compare that to just 2 for your Lady Cats, and we've got another
shot clock
official timeout again because of the shot clock. Third time that's happened
this game. Yeah.
We did see it happen once in the Wampus Cats game on Tuesday.
Right. Staying in that 2-3. Yeah, holding Savannah as she was crossing.
Is that going to be on Harris?
Don't know.
34?
Don't know the number. I didn't see the number.
That official across the way giving an explanation to both Coach Early and Coach Hutchcraft.
So there's no foul?
I guess not.
I have no idea what just happened.
Yeah, they did not put a foul up on the board for the Mounties. Savannah Scott making a strong move in the paint. And a very, very late foul call coming in, but hey, this one benefiting your Lady Cats.
I'll take it, but that's so late.
The other one on the other end was late as well.
And he called that in the Conway game. His whistles were late. It's almost like if the ball's going to go through the hoop, he's not going to call it. And so maybe he waits to see what happens with the actual shot. Wow, that used all of the rim. But maybe that's what he's doing, is he's waiting to see what the outcome is.
Savannah getting that shooter's bounce at the free throw line. I like to see it.
Yeah, you can't use any much more than what she used there.
She misses on the second one. Rebound to Maynard. Lady Mountie is going to force it down the baseline, trying to find Carr in the paint. Kick back out to Brockhoff, over to Maynard. Brown going to get the steal, over to Thomas, up court to Chloe Clardy, and Chloe finishing with the left hand, 16 points for the sophomore.
Yeah, that's that pass inside. Again, if you try to dribble down there, down low. Oh.
Lady Cats get a trap, force a deflection,
and
then a loose ball. They'll get Jaden Thomas for contact.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that they lose the ball doesn't mean that you fouled. I mean, it could be that they turned the ball over, but well, she's stopping in a dangerous spot right there.
Maynard over to Brockhoff. Back over to Maynard, kicking it to the other side. They get it down to Harris. Harris trying to kick it back out to Brockhoff. Brockhoff gets a shot off on the baseline and the contact. She'll go to the line for 2. That's going to be another one. Oh, no, that's against Savannah. So that is her second.
Yeah.
The official was saying 42, but from my angle, it looks like 24.
Yeah, to read it right. Yeah, so they may have, I think they called a foul down there. It just looks like, I mean, there's one foul up. So I don't know, but maybe they did call a foul down there on the Lady Mountains. Ooh, good
Chloe
hesitation.
Clardy, what? A move to the basket, and Savannah Scott getting 2 chances to clean it up. She's going to go to the line for a chance at the end one.
Wow, that
Coach Hutchcraft, meanwhile, still asking about the contact on Clardy.
Yeah, I know. So that hesitation move she did on the perimeter, I mean, that is, I mean, I know there are a lot of folks watching now, watch a lot of basketball. That's an elite level move. That was just something else.
Well, we all know, because we've been watching her for the last 2 years, Clardy is an elite level athlete. I had a chance to ride my 501 basketball team feature on Clardy this week. You were featured in some of the quotes. And we're definitely witnessing something special with Clardy and the combination of her and Jaden Thomas and Savannah Scott right there. This Lady Cat team is really primed for what could be a very fun run this year and next.
Yeah, if we can cut back on the turnovers, this game wouldn't even be really close. It's not that close really anyway, but Chloe. Oh, that's a double dribble. Now they get a timeout here, looks like. Yep.
Preston Early wants to talk it over after the turnover. 5:22 remaining here in the third quarter. Things starting to slip away a little bit for Rogers. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
Attention please, the news conference will start in mere moments.
Hi, welcome, good day. I know you have lots of questions about the mysteries surrounding the new Ford Bronco.
We have questions. Over here.
I know you're excited about the new Ford Bronco. The simple answer is Smith Ford is here to help you order and build your new 2021 Ford Bronco.
Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway, exit 127, right off of I-40.
Live in Fayetteville for the quarterfinals action for your Lady Cats. This Conway defense is amped up here in the third quarter. Only 1 point for Rogers about 3 minutes in.
As my mom would say, somebody got a strong talking to at halftime. I think they really have come out very focused and playing hard. And here's the thing, and you talked about this at the start, and like what does it look like here? Is that you got a team that really is playing for their season, and nobody expects them to win this ball game. So they've got nothing to lose, and they're playing like that. So, oh my goodness.
Treadwell went hard to the basket on the baseline. Savannah Scott, looks like she might have lost her breath there. She took a hard hit to the chest from Treadwell. And Haley Malcolm is going to check in for her.
Foul charge to number 42, Savannah Scott, her third, team fourth.
They will let Haley check in.
Yeah, it's a tough foul. But really, the Lady Mountains, they don't have anything to lose here. I mean, they're playing all out. Good for them. They are playing hard. We've got to make sure that we maintain the focus. Don't let this game get away. Great strip.
Jaden Thomas taking it to the other end. She'll keep it herself. Draws the contact. See the shot very much altered. She'll go to the line for 2.
There's a reason why it was altered, so good call there. But Jaden really not hesitating at all, going straight at Morales there and getting the contact. Good move by Jaden. And she had the swipe. She went down the floor with it. She made the contact happen and makes the free throw.
Caden Beckwith checking in for Chloe Clardy.
Checking in for Conway, number 1, Hayden Beckwith.
Thomas drains the second. She's now back tied for the lead with 16 points.
You get to face a fresh Caden Beckwith.
Elena King trying to jump that pass. She almost had it. Conway defense continuing to make the Mounties play quickly. Malcolm got a hand on that one.
Yeah, they're going to have to look for the skip pass because the one going down low is not there, so they're going to have to go side to side.
Long contested rebound's going to go to Brown.
Yeah, good work by Camille there. No.
That pass is intercepted by Treadwell. Treadwell and Brown meet up.
That's a polite way of saying a collision happened on the court.
Yeah. Well, that's the second time this quarter that Lady Cat has hit the floor. Having some strange issues with the scoring table, and there's no buzzers.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Relying on the officials to
stop the play.
Yeah, to let people in. It's been a little odd. Shot clock issues. Clardy getting her hands on it again. It'll stay with Rogers. Past the midway point here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Chloe didn't get much of a break, did she?
No, she did not. Skip past to Maynard.
That's the really only thing that's open right now.
Morales kicks it out to Brockhoff. Feed it back inside to Harris. She gets a bucket for the Mounties. Just 3 points for them here in the third quarter.
Their first basket of the half.
Skip pass to Clardy. She makes a move to the left.
Get in.
Oh, man.
I was trying.
You were trying to will that into the basket.
What a great move.
It
Again,
almost got there.
Yeah, it's a elite level move again. I mean, Chloe Clardy seeing a little bit of space and getting a creative shot off.
Well, what stood out to me from Clardy in her quotes, and again, I mentioned her feature ran this week in 501 Live, is she just talked about how much she wants to work and get better. And it's like, you're already so good, but that's just her focus.
Well, it's what really separates the elite players.
Malcolm jumping in, trying to get the steal. Instead, she'll get called for contact there.
No, she had the ball. She had the ball.
And that's what Coach Hutchcraft is arguing on the other end as well.
And she gets a warning on the side. That's an incredibly bad call.
That is the sixth foul against Conway here in the third quarter. Brown making another impressive move on the baseline, or on the near out of bounds on the far side. Two times she's done that tonight. She's almost saved it.
Well, listen, she flies to the basket and flies to the ball. She's done a lot. Her game has really blossomed here in the last half of it.
Timeout from Coach Preston Early as Maynard was about to get trapped into a 5-second call there. We'll take a break with them. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Ferris Agency in Conway if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More.
Back live in Fayetteville. Good look at your Lady Cats cheer there, making the trip up to Fayetteville. It's nice that we're able to have some of that, environment and feel here at the state tournament. Things are obviously a little different because of COVID than in years past, but
how weird would it be to be a cheerleader and have to wear a mask while you're doing it? Kind of defeats the purpose.
It muffles it a little bit.
It does muffle it. All right. So it is. It's a 17-point ball game, and it doesn't feel like it.
No, yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Is your Lady Cats up fairly big, comfortable lead here in the third quarter, but that tenseness we felt in the first half, the foul trouble and all that, it's continued here in the second half and continues there again as Rogers already in the 1-and-1. That one's against Haley Malcolm. That's her third. So Savannah Scott will be checking back in.
And that was a foul, by the way. I'll give them credit on that. That actually was a foul, but Boy, that should be her second. She had the ball and they called the foul earlier. It's so awesome.
Treadwell hits the back of the rim, but Rogers will maintain the rebound. Three-point attempt up from Maynard is off the mark. And here comes Beckwith.
She's going to push. She's not afraid to get in there amongst the trees.
Clardy pulls up for three, nails it.
Chloe Clardy, 3 points.
Clardy now with 20.
Walk. That's a travel.
Feed it down to Harris. Kick back out to Maynard. Over to Treadwell for three. It's short. Rebound to Scott. Clardy's going to push it up again. She has 20, and the Lady Cats are up by 20.
Good decision. Double team down to the baseline. Kick it back out. That's open.
Jolivet for three. It's off the mark. Clardy picking up the rebound. A little up and under. And they're going to call Savannah Scott. Guess for a push out? I'm not really sure.
Fouled her for being tall. I don't know.
That is her fourth, so
wow.
That'll send in Lauren Hill. Jaden Thomas checking in for Caden Beckwith.
I mean, with this 2 minutes to go in the third. And you got Haley with 3, Savannah with 4. Lauren Hill, I mean, we talked about it earlier in the Mount St. Mary's game. She's going to have to play a role. This is the kind of thing we talked about could happen in the state tournament. Is if you get in trouble, I mean, you're not just going to let it play out. You've got to play for tomorrow. So you're seeing Lauren Hill in the ballgame.
The good news for Lady Cats fans is it's really not much of a drop-off defensively with Lauren Hill in the game.
Yeah, she's very active now. She's not the best scorer necessarily. That's sloppy turnover there, but that's, again, we're trying to move in our set offense. That's the ones you got to work on.
Maynard trying to feed it down. It's intercepted by Brown. Brown pushing it to her left. She'll pull back up.
Coach Hutchcraft was like, "What do you do? Why are you bringing that back out?"
Clardy deep three. Hits off the iron. Yeah. Rebound to Rogers.
Maybe a little too open there. Had time to think about it.
Brockhoff pulls up for the long two, and she hits it.
And they're going to call that a 3.
Her foot was on the line.
3 points.
From where I was, but
yeah. She obviously had a better look than they did.
15-point lead for the Lady Cats. It was 20 just a minute ago. Clardy to her left. She gets up high, draws the contact, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Good move by Chloe. She could see that coming, and the only question was whether or not she was going to make the shot. So she did everything she needed to do there, get to the line.
She hits the first.
Pure. Now remember that Chloe, I know you know this, I'm saying for the folks at home that don't watch as much maybe basketball for the Lady Cats, just a sophomore. She reached the 1,000-point plateau. When was that?
Has she gotten to it?
I thought she got to the 1,000.
I know she was getting close to it, but with,
seemed like we had a ball.
Fewer games this year, it kind of affected that a little bit, but I think she did. I think you're right. I think she did hit that.
I think they had a celebration for it. I think it was her. I don't think it was Jaden. I think it was Chloe. But she had to carry the load last year when you had Jaden go down, you had Savannah go down. We stayed in the thick of things by Clardy scoring 30 points a game.
Feed it into Harris. Clardy getting a hand on it. She'll take the steal. End to end for the easy layup.
Yes.
24 now for Clardy. 30 seconds to play here in quarter number 3.
Travel. That's a travel.
Feed it down to Harris, and that's going to be out on Harris. So Lady Cats with 19.9 on the clock. Have a look at one final possession. Coach Hutchcraft going to send in Caden Beckwith.
Yeah. Alex getting a little bit of a breather. Good for her. She's played some tough minutes this afternoon. Now she's going to work the point. When you watch next year, this is where she's going to be really working the point. Fantastic off the dribble. can run the show.
Jaden Thomas for the long three, in and out, rebound Clardy. She puts one back up, and she'll go to the line for the and one.
Good strong finish by Chloe there.
She'll have a chance to get to 27 as we head into the fourth quarter. A little long on the free throw, so she'll stay at 26. At the end of three, Lady Cats have extended the lead to 21, 54-33. 30 seconds and we're back with the final quarter of action here on Conway Court.
COVID-19 vaccinations began in Arkansas shortly after authorization was granted for the initial vaccine. Because vaccine supply is limited, the Department of Health has identified priority groups and is using a phased approach for vaccine distribution. As of March 8th, all Arkansans in Phase 1B are eligible for the vaccine. Vaccines are crucial in our fight against COVID-19. Watch for updates and do not delay getting the vaccine as new phases of distribution open.
Back live in Fayetteville. We head into the final quarter of action for your Lady Cats here in the 6A quarterfinals. Nursing a 21-point lead over Rogers, so things looking very good for your Lady Cats as we get the final 8 minutes in.
Yeah, this is a seasoned team for being such a young team. We play one senior that we have that plays a significant time on the varsity, so it's not like you have a lot of experience out there, but you do because these ladies have been playing together for a while. But you've had a lot of points out of Jaden and Chloe, 42 points of the 54, just 9 in the post.
It's been hard going for Savannah Scott down there. You see it again, just the double teams she's faced all game long.
Not been easy. I mean, she's frustrated. She's got 4 fouls. She needs to kind of keep her head in it, try not to. Great block.
Kalena King getting a block out on the perimeter.
Hustle play by Kalena. She is just such a good pace player. She's just active all the time.
Skip pass to Clardy, feeds it down to Savannah Scott, and Savannah crosses. Nope, she's at 9.
That was a fantastic pass by Chloe, by the way. The bounce pass along the baseline.
Quick.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Like as soon as it hit her hands, she knew where she was already going with it.
You saw here defensively too, Kalena going side to side, rushed out on Morales, who's knocked down 2 threes. I mean, look at that, Chloe jumping out real quick. Not going to let her get off. There we go. That's backcourt.
Backcourt violation against Rogers. Maynard helping Beckwith up. Good sportsmanship out there.
Again, pace of play. I mean, you force, just by the chaotic nature of our defense, it forces teams that like to slow it down, run a set offense. There we go.
Jaden Thomas, 5th 3-point bucket tonight.
Well, I mean, that's somebody you can't really leave alone. I mean, I know it's easy to say that. Whoa.
Savannah jumping in front of a pass. Oh, man. Good play, good effort from Savannah.
Oh, man. I thought she was going to take it all the way in.
This Lady Cat bench having a lot of fun over there.
Oh, that would have been a great moment. That would have been a highlight reel. Hey, but again, defensively out on the perimeter. I mean, that was a great job by Savannah.
Yeah, we've talked about how frustrating the night has been. She gets her hand on another one there. She still has 9 points.
Right.
Clardy now with 28.
I mean, it's going to go down as an assist, but it was a bounce pass in transition. And that, I mean, you see passes that go through the air and that they make it up and down the court. That's a bounce pass laterally by Caden that was just spot on. Man, what a great pass.
This lead has just exploded for your Lady Cats here in the second half as Kalena King. They're going to say she kicked the ball. The official very far away making that call. There's two officials literally right there.
Amazingly saw it through traffic.
Yeah. We both need to calm down with that. But
yeah. Now there's a foul.
That's going to be Savannah's fifth. The Mounties draw a foul way out on the perimeter.
Yeah, so I'll say that about this. That's not the kind of foul, even though I know where the game is, that's not the kind of foul that you want Savannah to have. She's active out there on the perimeter. Good for her. She's having a lot of fun. But, hey, tomorrow we can't have fouls out there. That's where you don't want it.
Both free throws off the mark. Or, excuse me, that was a 1-and-1.
Yeah.
Lady Cats have a chance to extend the lead to 30. Beckwith trying to get some position for the rebound.
She is tenacious. Love her style of play.
Treadwell trying to feed it down to Harris. Tipped away. Lady Cats get another turnover.
It is relentless at this point. Yeah.
Clardy had the right idea, trying to feed it up to Malcolm.
So that's the kind of turnover that I mean, I don't like turnovers at all. Nobody does, but in that kind of transition, that's the place where you're trying to make things happen. It's not in the set offense.
Brockhoff's three is short. Rebound to Clardy. Skip pass over to Kalena King. They'll call her for the travel.
Yeah, good call. Rock to the feet. That happened. That call happens a lot.
So 5:05 to play. Lady Cats with a 28-point lead. Coach Preston Early going to call a timeout on the other end. We will take it with him. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Court.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Ferris Agency in Conway if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
Back live here in Fayetteville. Lady Cats scored 24 points here in the second half. Held Rogers to no points here 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Still playing that 1-3-1 extended. Lady Cats keep dialing up the pressure.
Yeah, again, the skip pass is really the only thing that's really working because anything in the interior, I was just getting ready to say, has been a turnover.
Clardy makes the lead 30 on the other end.
Number 13, Clardy.
We should have a running clock the rest of the way here in the fourth. So Lady Cats led by 12 at halftime. Extended that lead to 30 here in the second half.
Yeah, and really, I mean, you could tell by the energy when they came out in the start of the second half that it's almost like she pushed a button and said, let's go, let's be done. And really good job by the starters there.
She definitely got their attention. They did not come out and shoot during halftime. And we have set of reserves in now for the Lady Cats.
Taylor Treadwell.
I'll go out on a limb and say we might slow it down a little bit. But you've got some players in here that can shoot the three. You've got three-point shooters.
Lauren Hill keeping it alive.
Oops.
Skip pass over to Corley. The Lady Cats maintain possession there. Jamisha Johnson over to Corley. Corley for three. Off the front of the rim. Closing in on 3 minutes to play here in the game. Lady Mounties getting buckets and back-to-back possessions.
Yep. Never say quit. That's a sign of a well-coached team, and they have played well today. Nothing to be ashamed of at all to get the sportsmanship rule, but they've shot the ball really well when they've got a chance to get a good look. They've made them, knocked them down.
This Lady Cat defense just maintained that relentless pressure through 3.5 quarters, and
wears you out.
Yeah, hard to compete late in the game against that. Mary-Kate Kane gets a 3 up. It's in and out. Brockhoff finds Maynor. Kick it over to Treadwell for 3. That's off the mark. Harris rebound, kick back out to Brockhoff. In and out. Rebound Johnson. Corley's going to take another look. Mary-Kate Kane getting the rebound. Kick out to Jo Levette for 3. Jo Levette drains it.
She gets a lot of varsity time, and you will see if she's open, she can absolutely knock that down. She's a defensive specialist first, but she can absolutely knock down the 3.
Sydney Bross checking in for the Lady Mounties. She's a senior, so give her a chance to see some playing time and what will be her final game for Rogers.
Good to see Lacey Larkins in, senior, and again another 3-point threat. She can shoot the 3.
Johnson getting the steal. .90 seconds left to play. What has been a good day for your Lady Cats here in the 6A quarterfinals. Maynor's 3's off the mark. Lauren Hill pulling down the rebound. And our final 4 on the girls' side will be set. Be Fort Smith Northside taking on North Little Rock tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then your Lady Cats will be playing the host Fayetteville at 4 p.m. here tomorrow, and we will have that broadcast for you live.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be an exciting time. It's a great time to be a Wampus Cat and a Lady Cat fan. Would love to see our guys also playing, but here's the thing. Our Lady Cats, they know what's up, and they're ready to roll.
Chandler Van Zant in the game now. Seeing her flying around. Brockhoff well defended. Larkins with the rebound.
Yeah, great job by Carson there, altering the shot as she drove to the basket. These reserves are highly active. They get a lot of, they got to play against our varsity in practice. You know that's got to wear them out.
Right. Shot clock is off. This will be the final possession for your Lady Cats for the game, as they will just let the clock run out. Your Lady Cats big 31-point win here in the quarterfinals, 69-38 over Rogers. We will get a look at the final numbers for your starters. 28 points for Chloe Clardy, 19 for Jaden Thomas, and 9 points for Savannah Scott, and what was a really rough night for her.
Yeah, wow.
Just the pressure she was receiving all night. She still was able to get 9 points in for your Lady Cats. Excuse me, Clardy had 30.
Yeah,
30. I missed 2.
Yes.
30 for Clardy.
Yeah.
So 52 points, or excuse me, 49 points between Chloe Clardy and Jaden Thomas.
That may have to be the game plan tomorrow. You're going to need the big 3 to step up, but you're going to also need some contribution from Camille Norton, from Camille Brown, there I go again. But you're going to need some help from the other players as well, score-wise.
The big number for me, Lady Cats 11 of 25 from 3, 44%. When they're shooting, when those 3 balls are dropping for your Lady Cats, they're going to be in any ball game.
Yeah, and that's good to see at this gym. We didn't know what that was going to be like. Hey, they can shoot in this gym. Let's roll.
Good sign for tomorrow. So your Lady Cats move on to the semis tomorrow at 4 p.m., and we will have that for you live here on Conway Corp. He's Tim Roach. I'm Levi Gilbert. On behalf of Ryan, Javon, we had a really small, tight crew today here in Fayetteville, bringing it back to all you folks in Conway and wherever you may be watching. Thanks to Scott Stats Taylor and Justin King as well on social media. We will see you again tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Let's do it.